I just realized you hadn't told the people what you do.
Oh, yeah. You should probably introduce yourself.
I feel like most people know you, but I mean, just for, discrepancy, just how.
I'm Sungwon Cho. Go by ProZD online. I do YouTube. I'm a voice actor. It's kind of right.
It's kind of you're underselling yourself.
Yeah,
he's voiced in so many cool shit. You blew up on Vine, right?
Yeah.
And then you're killing it.
And you also have the world record for getting banned on TikTok. 80%, right?
Yeah. What happened there? What was that?
I have no idea. I was on it for about a week, and then I just woke. Like my wife texted me because I was out of town, and she's like, "Why are you banned on TikTok?" I was like, "What do you mean? Why am I banned on TikTok?" And I was banned on TikTok, and so I think I scared them off with the tweet and the video that I made.
Right.
Where I was like, "I don't care if I'm unbanned, but this is fucking dumb." And then immediately after that, I was unbanned with no explanation as to why.
Was it because people were uploading a lot of your content to TikTok?
That would have been happening for years before. So I don't know if it was like people flagging me or because you could swear on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's like restrictions on that. So it might have just been like flagging or something, or maybe they really. I mean, at the time, it wouldn't let me upload a profile picture.
Yeah.
So maybe they thought I was a really convincing fake or something. I don't know, but it's back now, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God.
For YouTubers, try to figure out TikTok.
Yeah. Right. Have you used that fucking app?
Every now and then. Yeah.
Every now and again.
It's a
I dabble.
nightmare.
Yeah. It feels weird because like I use YouTube Shorts way more often because at least like I know what my tastes are and it's like garnered towards my taste.
Sure.
TikTok, it's like it's a bit scary to put that much of yourself into just this fucking algorithm to be like, okay, you are going to let a computer figure out your entire life personality by swiping.
Yeah.
That's basically TikTok, right? And I'm just like, it's like impressive how good the algorithm is, but it's also like scary to a point. As
Very
well.
scary.
Yeah. So, I mean, we post like clips of like our podcast and everything on TikTok, but aside from that, we don't make original content for TikTok.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Are you, do you browse it pretty often or are you?
What made you go on it?
I think for me, it was something where I wanted something that I could just have no pressure with, you know?
Yeah.
Although everything I do fucking online, I don't do well, and I just do bullshit. So it's like, but I guess at least with YouTube, I have to like have some semblance of like, okay, I cannot just do board game reviews that nobody gives a shit about. I have to like sometimes do a video that maybe other people will watch. So it's like a balancing act for me.
Right.
Okay, one for me, one for them. Like, make sure.
I've never heard a YouTuber talk about it like
that.
Yeah, and make sure the production values look like they're from 2007. Like that's my channel. Like I'm looking at all this equipment. I'm like, wow, this is what real YouTubers do. I don't know anything. I use my iPhone to record my videos.
I had a feeling you still like were, but that's part of the charm, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the charm.
The charm.
No, there's definitely a demographic that misses like the old school YouTube vibe and style where it's just filmed on an iPhone.
Yeah, see, right? that's not like me being like, this is a smart decision. It's like I'm very lazy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right.
No.
Very, very lazy. That's the easiest way to do it, and then that's it.
No,
going back to TikTok, I think it was just like another avenue of like, I don't care how well TikTok does, at all. I have no stakes. Like if it does well, that's great. If not, I don't care because I'm just brand new on it, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's doing like pretty good. But for me, what's important is that I'm having fun with it. It's something where I'm actually inspired now. Okay, I can just put out like a fun, silly little 20-second video and not have to worry about, is it like up to the standards of whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that's basically what I've been doing with it.
I mean, like your content seems to be like very, if I would have to say, it would seem like it would be suited for TikTok because it's like very short form, high intensity, like skits and content and stuff like that.
And like, I still plan on doing skits for the channel specifically.
Yeah.
Because I also cannot stand that you have to film it vertically. Like I'm so old. Like I'm just like I gotta film it. Like it's gross. Even Vine was like a box at least. This is like
right.
Fucking anyway. So I'm still planning to do skits and also editing on TikTok is such a nightmare. I know you can upload stuff to it,
Yeah.
but I'm lazy. All right, again, super lazy. So it's like, okay, if I can just do it in the app, I'll just do it and post it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's like the purpose of TikTok stuff. But then for regular skits, it's like, okay, I'll actually edit it myself and make it a little nicer. Whereas for if I just have a silly little idea, I can just do it in like 20 seconds. Like I just post it out there and have fun with it.
Because like I remember you saying you still record on your phone and everything, and you never really have like tried to like market yourself or make that kind of content. But like I remember when you switched over to Vine to YouTube, you kind of started making these skits where it was just like very short skits, but the thumbnail was just like your face, and the title was just like exactly what it says on the tin, kind of like titling. And I remember that was like so unique at the time for YouTube because everything was like getting like pristine and proper with like our marketing, and then you came along and it was just like it's just a guy with like his face, and then somehow that just became the meta. Everyone started doing that.
Lowercase titles.
Yeah, lowercase titles.
I've so noticed that lowercase titles. Do you know? I might have told you this, but do you know why those thumbnails are the way they are?
Why?
You know, since I've had that channel like since 2006, like. You know how it generates 3 random thumbnails?
Yeah.
I just picked the one I like best. I have never made a single custom thumbnail video.
Damn.
And at this point, your producer's like, what the fuck? Are you stupid? I'm like, yeah, I'm stupid and lazy. Like, for me, when I was younger, I always thought it was fun because back then you couldn't make a thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fun. Oh, like which one am I going to use, and which one is the best one?
Yeah.
And for God, how long has it been now? Like 15 years.
Right.
I've never
You've never made a custom thumbnail.
I see what the 3 thumbnails are,
right,
and I pick the one that looks the most.
But sometimes with those 3 auto-generated thumbnails, like there are some videos where I've uploaded where it's just like, wow, these all look horrible.
It doesn't matter. I still. So
I'm trying to re-upload and like reshuffle it. Just some other thumbnail.
No, dude, I'm just like, okay. I had YouTube gave me like a manager once.
Yeah.
You guys have a manager? YouTube. It's bullshit anyway. So they like were like, oh yeah, here's a manager, and I'm like, okay. And he didn't understand me at all. He was like, he pulled up like a video. He's like, so what's going on in this thumbnail? I'm like, I don't know. It's just
this poor YouTube because figure out what the fuck.
Yeah, because it's like one of the board game reviews, which those. Yeah. I will say the board game reviews are entirely for me because for those of you who aren't aware, I'm a huge board game fan. And like people are like, these videos are only getting like this many views. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like I'm not an idiot. I know how numbers work. But for me, it's like I just enjoy making them, and they're just like a little side project.
Of course.
And he was like looking at them. It's just like a board game on a table. Maybe my hand is like covering half of it because it's one of the fucking thumbnails. He's like, what's going? You can make custom thumbnails. And I was like, I don't do that. He's like, what do you mean you don't do? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. It's like, I would recommend. I was like, I'm not going to. And then maybe like a couple months later, they were like, okay, you don't have a partner manager anymore.
He just like threw the towel in.
They were like, this guy doesn't.
It's like, I'm done. I give up.
He pulled up this like, there was this whole PowerPoint presentation. He was like, these videos, it's like a skit, do really well. And these videos, board game review, don't do well. And I'm like, I know. It's like, did you know if you do more videos like this? I'm like, oh, really? Thank you so much. You are really very, very useful. So for me, it's been like, I've been very stubborn because YouTube was like an accident, right?
Right.
For me, it's always been voice. I'm very, very, very passionate about voice acting, very serious about it, Take that very seriously. With YouTube, I don't take it seriously at all. And it's managed to work out. Like, I know it won't last forever, and I know that, but even, I don't know, like, it's still working,
Exactly.
So I think for me, it's always been like, instead of going down a path where I hate what I'm doing or am not at least enjoying what I'm doing, it's like, I'll just stop doing it. I'm just going to do it until, like, literally no one gives a shit, and then hopefully by then I'll be doing other things. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, was voice acting always like the final end goal for you?
Because, yeah. That was since like high school.
Right.
Yeah, high school. Like, that was like my dream.
Right.
Like to one day maybe be able to do it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people might have heard this story, but like the TLDR is like my whole internet journey was I started on Tumblr actually. Did audio posts; those got really like big.
Yeah, really? the goofy covers, right?
Some goofy covers and then like shit posts and things like that. Yeah. That led to Vine, and then Vine went really big, and then Vine led to the YouTube channel getting really big.
Yeah.
So it just those were the steps, but that was like 2012. I just graduated from college,
right?
And I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I made the Tumblr, a voice acting Tumblr, did one post every day, every single day for like 3-4 years or whatever.
Right.
That eventually developed like a following, and then that's what I attribute all my success to in the online space is that.
Right.
And actually even the voice acting space, because I was practicing voice acting, right? And,
right.
Prior to Vine and even before people knew who I was, that's when I was starting to book like independent like video games, and you start getting referred to other directors and stuff. So
right.
Yeah, a lot of people, they even now to this day, they'll be like, "Oh my god, ProZD is in a game." I'm like, I have been in like 100 things over the past like 8 years. Like I don't know, but you know, but it's fine. Some people know you for one thing or another.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so yeah, that was where everything. It was just me sort of sitting down and be like, I want to do voice acting. I don't know how I'm going to get into this industry.
Yeah,
and you just kind of make shit on your own, and you know.
Yeah.
And that's all the advice I always give to people who are like, how do you become a voice actor? It's like,
just
start making shit.
Practice every single day.
Yeah, practice every day.
Passionate about. So
take classes, make shit, put yourself out there, meet other people, and because like a lot of people, like you know, including you, and like you know, my age, that generation of voice actors, all started that way. Like we just made stuff online, whether it was fan dubs or these shit things,
posts.
and shit posts exactly. And now, you know, whenever I see people nowadays, they're like, "Oh, who's this newcomer?" I'm like, "No, I know who that is. That guy's been like, you know, he's been grinding and like, you know, he's been working for like years. Like he's not a newcomer at all. He's just like finally getting his, you know." Just like you know, is a success that he deserves.
There's a lot of people that you see from like the old times. Where you're like, oh, wow, he's killing it now.
It's weird for me as well because even though I've never been a voice actor or tried voice acting, I've always been aware of like I call it like the VAA generation.
Yes,
where it's like there was this like voice acting board called like the Voice Acting Alliance, where everyone would post and find like new fan dub projects, new bridging projects, and I see a lot of those names that I used to see on the board now actually voicing like real anime or just like fucking killing it in some other field on YouTube or something.
I mean, obviously, like people are, you know, they're always going to need new talent.
Yeah.
And who better than the people who've been doing it since they were like 15 online?
Yeah.
Like who've had a shit ton of practice in this one specialized field.
Yeah, it's all just level grinding, right?
Yeah.
It's level grinding, and then just getting to a point where you're ready.
RPG.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just trying to get the requirements.
You joke, but everything in my life is just like a list of achievements. like I want to play all these board games. I want to eat at all these restaurants. Like,
yeah. Well, I find it funny because like I remember back in the day, there was definitely like this air of just like, look at these kids trying to get into anime by doing fan dubs, online shit. Yeah. No, you got to go to like, you got to be in the industry, man. Yeah. These kids are just playing around. So it's actually just gratifying just to see everyone actually people actually succeeding after putting in the grind. Because it you know, it might have been like fan work and fan dubs, but you get like actual experience from it.
It's actual experience, Sarah Jane Sherman, who's a very well-known casting director, she recently tweeted very similar like advice, like, just start making stuff. Like I've seen people make TikToks of them like doing voices for their fish, and it's like, I mean, you laugh, but it's like that's actual. You are demonstrating your ability, right? Even if it's a silly little thing like that, you know. That's so. I always encourage people like, just make shit and see what happens, and just that's.